Well, old girl here, Feather's getting some more food, of course. Tasty treasures, ocean fish, tuna, and cheese. And I put up another sign out there. Boy, this thing don't want to focus. Hazard County Garage, Cooter Davenport proprietor. I think it's Unit 2 or something. Redneck parking only. Regular. You know, this is one good thing about, I got Hazard County, Cooter's Garage, Dixie Motor Oil. Then I got Cooter's Garage again, towing service and all that. And it's good to have this because I don't want anybody taking it too serious about, having the rebel flags up here and stuff. Boy, the wind was kicking up here before, not now. And the little guys, oh, you know what? They were hiding. They were hiding under the hood, actually. I opened up the hood. And, well, I just saw all three of them. Yeah, if I see them, I'll point them out to you. But, one of the things with Florida, though, is that I saw all three of them. I'm calling them Onyx Paws and Boots 2. Onyx, obviously, is the all black one. The Paws is the one with the 4 white paws. And Boots 2 is the one that kind of looks like Boots. So, but all three of them are fine. I just saw them about 10 minutes ago or so. But, and Mom is doing fine. Actually, I had her in the house a few times. But I got that signage off of, what do you call it, Amazon. I couldn't believe it. It was, it was cheaper than even what Cooter sells them for. But usually I support Cooter. I don't like supporting Jeff Bezos. He's making so much damn money as it is, and he doesn't pay his workers. You know what I mean? But the other thing is, though, it's like if anybody, because I'm not making no political statement with the rebel flag. It's really just a Southern thing. It's sort of a political statement, but not what people think. It could be pro CBD oil, for crying out loud. Just like anybody grow whatever the hell they want and do whatever they want. It's not something that, like I'm saying, oh, you got to pay all the. It's actually kind of anti-rulish. So. I don't like anybody taking it too damn serious because I know you can interpret that flag so many different ways from Sunday. But, you got to take it the way I'm doing it, It's kind of like a Southern thing, a freedom thing, rebel thing, and actually semi-anti-government thing. I'm not saying full anti-government, but overbearing government is just ridiculous, man. So, I don't know where those three little kittens were. I just saw them before I clicked this camera on. Oh, there's one of them. There's Paws. Paws. See the little white paws? See them? They're getting a little bit bigger. You can see. You can see they're getting bigger. See? Probably all three of them are probably hiding under the car someplace. I just dropped my distributor in. I noticed they put it in 180 off. I was like, that's nice. What else is new? Dumb doo-doo. I already had it marked and all that crap. But also just put up, I gotta get some concrete. But some of my fence rotted out back there on the bottom. Even though, I treated it really good, but it's been up for about 15 years. Some of the poles rotted out. Not all of them. I'd say most of them are freaking really solid. But I'm putting truck bed lining those. I'm putting them in like an angle with a screw in there, a big wood screw that goes into, holds it up against the post itself. And then I'm going to treat the bottom of the wood again with truck bed lining and put some concrete around it. And, that'll last another 10 years or so. I tell you the truth, I'm not in no damn hurry getting out of here in Florida because it's not like I'm up in Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey, New York, even Pennsylvania. Well, Pennsylvania's not too bad, but Florida's, I think, is better. At least this section of Florida is better than Pennsylvania. It depends. Well, I guess it depends on where you are. I mean, you could be upstate New York, could be pretty good too. But I'm not in a hurry to get out of here, and I gotta weigh my decisions very carefully because the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's, you can notice I'm not really like trying to get out of here too quick. But I was almost thinking about not putting something out here that's thinking about putting right over there in my lot over here, kind of like a log cabin thing that doesn't have like, in other words, it's not living space. It'd kind of be a log cabin that's maybe like a storage cabin, or you can just go in there during the day. In other words, not actual. I'm going to see what it would cost for taxes. That's usually what I look at. And Florida is actually pretty good for taxes in some ways. Depends on where you live. South Florida, the real estate taxes are pretty damn high. Where I'm at, the taxes are really low for real estate taxes. There's no tax on food or clothing. There's no state income tax. It's depending on what part of Florida you live in. It's definitely one of the cheapest places. Depends on where you live. But now, what I like about that property up in Tennessee, I could just freaking go up there and just build something off grid, and you don't even have to pull a permit. Just the problem is I don't have to get up there about 50, 60 feet of elevation or some crap to do it, because it's on the side of a mountain. But that ain't gonna be too easy. That's why I was kind of weighing the decision maybe to move up to North Georgia or the southern border of Tennessee, right next to Georgia, in a place that's already done, and just pull everything out. But it's not like this area is that bad. It's not. I'm figuring if the economy collapses, it's going to stop everybody from coming down here, man. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to be stopping from coming down here. I remember when they were building out, this is all woods here, and that house wasn't there. Those houses down there weren't there. These houses down here, none of these houses were around here. This is all woods, And this was a dirt road, and they paved the road and they started building it in here. And as soon as the real estate crash happened in 2007, everything freaking stopped. Now they started to build some more crap down that way, and traffic's picking up on this road back here. This road back here was hardly any traffic on it when I first moved here. The one that's about 175 feet from behind me. But it's got more traffic to see that flag. But the only thing I think that I might want to get out of here eventually for sure, and do it by the 2020s, somewhere around by 2021, is that if we go into, but you're gonna have warning. If we got, the warning would be if the economy really tanks really bad. That's when you have problems with the freaking you can go into conflicts and all this kind of crap. I don't know if Florida would be one of the safer places to be. You know what I mean? I mean, this isn't a bad area. I think South Florida would be an extremely unsafe place to be. But this, I don't know. If you're up in the mountains, you'd be more safe, for sure. So, but there's advantages of being here. It doesn't get too damn cold. It's hot, but you get a lot of rain and freaking get a lot of water. It's easy to, you'll go down about 75 feet. Even in a hill country, you get water up the, the aquifer. So it's not, it's got advantages, and it's not like I'm up in the Northeast. It's not like I'm in Illinois. California, I wouldn't be too hell bent about moving out of, to tell you the truth. If I was in California, I'd just move out in remote area. Nobody bugs you. That state's so damn big, even though California's getting screwed up, they make all the rules in the world, but if you're out in the middle of nowhere, nobody knows what the hell you're doing anyway. Who gives a crap, That's really what you want. But I'm not in an HOA, I'm not in a POA, Property Owners Association. I can pretty much do what I want. Rules here are pretty lax, but I don't know. it's not like it's the worst place in the world at all. It's just I noticed the trends are. I wish it was like the way it was 20-something years ago, though. God, that was like it was way out in county back then. I hated when they paved that road. I like the dirt. Keeps the freaking people out of here. This road, if you go back there a few blocks, they're one of the roads they didn't pave. One of the blocks. Nobody's moved down there. That whole block is just empty. If they never paved these roads, the developers were the ones that bought up the properties, and they voted to have the roads paved so that they knew this would develop. But it stopped in 2007. There's hardly any house that ever got built here after that. And I think that most of these people here, I'd say, well, not most, maybe 25% of them are snowbirds. They don't even freaking stay here, man. Like, you know, there might be a house down that way or something. There ain't nobody in there most of the time anyway. Freaking houses are empty, half of them. So, it's not like it's crowded. Right, girly? Figured I'd stop and just make this video kind of like this update on. You know, I was glad, you'd be surprised. I don't really like Amazon too much, you know, but they are killing everybody's prices, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't like Jeff Bezos being a trillionaire, and I don't like what he's doing his workers, but once in a while I get stuff from them, and what I do is I use that smile function. You can give to the Sons of Confederate Veterans, but I started my smile with Abbeville Institute, which is South Carolina, you know, Southern Heritage Education Center. So anytime I buy something off of Amazon, which is not that often, I usually don't, it does go to that. It does go to Abbeville Institute. So I got that Hazard Garage, Cooter Davenport proprietor, towing service unit 2, whatever the hell it is. I clear coated it too with double clear coat. Well, I'm going to tell you too something else here. I was going to make you know, I don't really make videos on all the crap I do, but you know, I see a lot of people on YouTube doing videos on how to fix clear coat on cars, and they buff out the base coat and they put some goop on it and crap. The base coat really ain't made to freaking last long, you know. It's not like you clear coat it over, you know, like what you used to do. You know, the car was like a regular paint and you clear coated over it before they had the base coat clear coat system. Before, it was like a regular color coat, you know, before they did the clear coat back 50 years ago or so. Now that base coat ain't made to freaking last long, you know. So what I do is I just use oh, if I got it out here, why not? But it's just a Rust-Oleum. Nah, I don't have it out here. It's just Rust-Oleum ultra cover double hide clear ultra cover. And what I do is I take just some paper towels. You know, first I clean the area with soap and water. Then I take some paper towels, put a little starting fluid on it, rub it down. It chemically cleans it, right? Where the areas where the clear coat's getting all peeled up. And then I dust some of that clear on there. So that gives it a little bit of an adhesion coat. Then I start putting more layers on it, and then I'll put a thicker coat where it flows out a little bit better, and you got to watch you don't run or don't get any runs or anything. But I've done that on cars. I've done that on that car years ago where it had some of the clear coat chipping up. You'd have to look pretty damn hard to see where it is. That Rust-Oleum clear coat seems to be pretty strong on UV protection. It doesn't seem to hurt as much. It doesn't seem to hurt the sunlight doesn't seem to hurt it. And so actually all these signs I got out here, they've been clear coated and chemically cleaned and clear coated with that stuff too before I put them up. Like that Hazard County sign is made to look like, you know, it's rusty, but it's not really rusty. It's just designed, made to look like that. And you know, I did that with my General Lee sign out here too. Man, the wind's coming in here. I clear coated this too. This is just paper. That's just paper. Clear coated that. So makes them last a lot longer. But you can actually repair without even using the automotive stuff. Just that freaking Rust-Oleum enamel double clear coat. As long as it's chemically clean. The way I chemically clean it, I just use here's the flag, forest flag, really blown. I just use some starting fluid. Just the cheap stuff, man. Cheap stuff. This starting fluid like this right here, Wally World. After I clean it with some detergent, and you kind of rub it in there a little bit, so there's a little bit less. There's not a shine on the paint. As long as you broke the shine, it'll stick. And I just put like a dusting coat to give it a little bit of adhesion first. Don't let it dry or nothing, but just so it, you know, I don't like lay it on right away real quick. I put like an adhesion coat, and I've done areas on clear coat on cars for they've been holding up forever, man. Right, little baby? Hi. You okay? Yeah. Her kittens are close by. Like I said, I had her inside a little bit, but her kittens don't go in. I don't know, maybe if I throw a log cabin thing over there, like a fake one, you know, it's like a half log cabin thing. You know, maybe I'll have a thing where my cats can go from one area to the other, and got plenty of room for them. But I actually got enough money to, if I wanted to, I can buy a cheaper place up in Georgia or Tennessee outright cash, and I'll still have plenty of money left over and stuff. So, you know, if I want to do it, I could do it. But there's a lot of, you know, but I got my shit set up over here pretty good for survival. I can tell you that's another thing too. So the one thing I want to do is I want to get this car in really good shape, because even though maybe I rent a truck one time or something, I'm going to be hauling a lot of stuff with this car. Be hauling a boat, and actually anytime when you haul that Suzuki Jeep, you can put all kinds of stuff in the back of that thing, clothes and blankets and all kinds of shit. You can use it like a trailer, you know, that Suzuki Samurai thing, SJ430 thing. So, but it's not like I live up in New Jersey or New York or Connecticut or Rhode Island or some crap like that, or Massachusetts or some Illinois, or, you know what I mean. So, but and the more people like me, you know, if I start a trend with a lot of people putting stuff up like this, Cooter's Garage and Dixie flags and stuff, we'll probably keep the Yankees up where they belong, man. So, could you imagine I-95 having a rebel flag on each side of the road, like every 5 miles, with a statue, you know, General Kirby Smith and you know, General Lee, Jeb Stewart, you know, Beauregard, you know, I mean, what the hell? I'm gonna, if I can get it done, man, I'm a conniver, man. I mean, it's not that, it's just that I can influence a little bit. I'm not saying I'm gonna take all credit for it, but you know, it's almost like you're planting seeds, you know. I've been planting the seeds, right? Right, little baby? She's the mama kitten. She's a kitten with 3 kittens. It's like if you were a human, you'd probably be about 15, 16 years old and have 3 babies. Right, at? You're just a little mommy. But you're doing a very good job. You're watching after those little babies, right? So, I don't know, I might bring her in eventually. That's why I was thinking I got to get some more room for these guys. Maybe that's why I think that log cabin thing or whatever the hell it is. And you know, if I set one up over here, then I'll know how to set one up in Tennessee, right? I'll have it all set. How to do it.